get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. He'll run it here. It's James Conner. He'll cobble together a yard there. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Tossing this out to Conner. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Makes the connection to James Conner. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. All set to go now from the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
First and 10, Murray. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
On second down, a run with Conner. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. A gain of 5. First down, Arizona.
Here's Conner out the pistol give. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's a screen. It's Conner. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. It's caught by Harrison. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Conner has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets it again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get the game's first points here in the second. It's a James Conner touchdown. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Let's go now. 50, green. Yellow, zoom. 6, mega. Rail, yellow. Hut, hut.
Love throwing to start us off. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, and it sets up second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, second and 10.
That's ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Third and 2, love to throw. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Down. Set.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
33, yellow, gold pink. You, yellow. Ready?
Shotgun now for Love. Headed out right. He gets loose down the right side. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. Hut.
Handoff here to Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Go red. Blue 32. Steel black. Blaster 6. Red cycle. Claws red. Set.
To the air with Love. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. Hey, black 40. Drill green. Needle blue. Smash red. Blue striker. Set, go.
Back now, pressure coming. Has it in close. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get their first points of this game just before halftime. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Taken in by Harrison. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Ready. Red 38. Check pink. Hut, hut.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
This one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 4th down.
Ready.
He'll throw it. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Kyler throwing here. Throw is there. Trey McBride. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the red zone now. It's inside the 10. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Connor will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Well, a field goal would break this tie, Brock, but the offense is staying out there. It's 4th and goal. Back to throw it. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 4th-quarter lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Wilson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, really I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Blue striker. 45, white. Claws red.
Love from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Big gain downfield. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
On the ball.
Working quickly here.
45 yards. That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Blue, go. Yellow, zoom. Green jack. Steel, black. Ready.
Love now on 1st and 10. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
For the Cardinals.
Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hut.
Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Sean Murphy bunting on the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers don't want to see this one go to overtime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Black shot. 10 black. Hey, blue. Red, yellow. Ready?
Trying to throw this from the gun. It is caught left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Trouble, 38. Fury, yellow. Zach Hunt.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now. Yellow, blue, black. Ready?
They stick with Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have taken the lead late. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
This return starts at the 5. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. And he can't take it all the way home, but it's on the doorstep, baby. That return goes out of the 7.
Hey, I know we all wanted to see him finish that score. His teammates certainly did as he was rolling down the field. But this offense will tip the cap and say thank you kindly and try to go finish the touchdown off themselves.
Trying to run it in, Connor. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal. Throwing now. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
Green. Here we go, set.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Cut.
They're going to pass it here. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. Along the sideline past midfield. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So this is a Packers win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start,